Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. After all, you don't like everyone. How come you expect everyone to like you then? One of the hardest and most unbelievable lessons you will ever have to learn in this life is the fact that not everyone is going to like you. Yes. You might take long to understand this because you find yourself very smart, very likable, very funny, very intelligent, and you think that that's the pass to being liked by everyone. No way! No, it won't be like that. The fact is, no single person is liked by almost everybody. No one. Hi, my name is Nelly. Welcome back to Elevation Chapter, the space that promotes human connection, spreads positivity to recover humanity. In case you were new here, please do us a favor. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share. Comment even in the comments below. Share with us your experience. How is it going for you not being liked by everybody? And in this video, we're going to share 10 ways of approaching this harsh fact in life. The harsh fact that we are not going to be liked by everybody, whether we like it or we don't. To the extent that some people, we actually love them from the bottom of our hearts, but then they don't like us back. Yes, even loving. And they might be as close as you might think, even to a family member, but they will not like you. Or the fact that you even don't know someone, but they don't like you. Yes, if we make a reference to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we know that there is this pyramid that has levels of self-actualization. It has a level that talks about love and belonging. As human beings, we long to be loved, to be liked. It covers love, intimacy, it covers relationships, it covers so many things concerning our emotional muscle. So as human beings, we yearn for that. But unfortunately, nature has it. That definitely you will not get it everywhere you go. No, some people will like you, some people will dislike you. Some people will want to be close to you, some people will want to be far away from you. Some people will want to work with you, and some will do all that it takes to make sure that they don't get to work with you. So, in this video, sit back and lay back. Let us see how do we approach this harsh fact in life. And number one, don't trade your authenticity to receive approval from others. We have a tendency of thinking that if we deny ourselves of what we really deserve as human beings, as personalities, as characters, and we try to trade off what we actually are as human beings, that we shall be in the better position to win over the person that does not like us. Now that is a lie, because you will end up faking who you are, and that will not give you the full satisfaction that you really need from that relationship. The reward for that is not worthwhile. So don't trade off your authenticity to have an approval of somebody to be in your life. You don't have to do that. And number two, not everyone has a good taste. Some people don't know beauty when they see it. And that's very correct, because like they say that one man's paint is another man's poison. So you might be liking somebody because of their particular characters and traits, but then another person doesn't like them for the same. Or maybe you are too good for people to handle. So your level of excellency is too high that they cannot fit in or plug in, and that sets you apart. So you should not try by all means to lower your level and fit into their environment. No, that is not what it's supposed to be. Keep who you are, because people do not know what beauty is. They cannot even tell when they see it. They don't know the good taste of relationships. So carry on and be who you have to be. Oh yes. And I want to tell you that that's not a consolation. And number three, it's not your responsibility to please everyone. Pleasing everyone is a huge scam. Huge scam. If they like you for who you are, good. That's a good one to go with. If they don't like you for who you are, that's their problem, and you don't have anything to do with it. So here is the lesson. Many times we want to show people that we are available for them. They can depend on us, they can rely on us, they can call us at any time. We are there for them for anything. But deep within us, we know that is exactly what we don't want. But we cannot stand on our 2 feet and say, hey, we don't have that muscle. And so people take advantage of us. And many times, the people that actually take advantage of us are the people that don't like us. and we have no idea that that's how it is. So for us, we end up showing up almost every time to try to maintain the relationship and grow it and nurture it and take it to another level, not knowing that the person we are really killing ourselves for is not in for the relationship. So hey, if you are a people pleaser, I think you need to check it out. In case you do your stock taking and you find that you have a certain number of people that you are pleasing extremely, please do yourself a favor and find out if these relationships are real for you. And number 4, always follow your instincts and never bother about the opinions of others. There is a huge problem in our society. It's a huge problem. People are so quick to judge, they are quick to condemn, they are quick to correct without taking a step back to understand why the other party is doing the things they are doing, or why they dress the certain way they get to dress, or why they talk the way they talk, or why they prefer certain things that vary from the majority. And it's sad. So many times, I know we are in these networks of friends, probably workmates, or the usual friends that you've even grown up with for all the years you've known all these guys. But your instinct tells you something about somebody. Please always trust your instincts, because most times they're usually right. 90% of what your instincts make you feel or tell you is always right. So when they start telling you, meanwhile, Nelly, this person actually doesn't like you, try to observe how they act around you, how they treat you, and finally you will confirm that these people don't like you. So don't ignore your instincts. Follow them and never bother about what other people get to talk about you. And 5, think long term and secure your future. There's a proverb in our local dialect. I don't know if I should actually say it. I'll just say it in English. That if you really want to harvest or pick out mushrooms and you find it's all around it, what you need to do is look for the soil or look for grass or weeds, whatever it is, and cover it up so that you can pick what you need to pick, which is the mushroom. So think long term as you're relating with these people. I know you might find yourself probably out of 6 people or 10 people, maybe about 3 people or 2 only like you. But the other 7 or 8, you cannot avoid them because they are on your team, they are your workmates, you have to work with them. So you have to think long term. Or even if they are not your workmates, but they are your friends and you know that probably they will help you at one stage or another, you don't have to shut or burn the bridge. No, you don't have to run away from them. No. What you have to do is you cover a sheet and pick the mushroom. So focus on the bigger picture. Don't you destroy relationship just because of the petty things of dislike, or they don't like me, or they like me. No. Think long term. Stay around wisely and do what you have to do, reap and press next. At that certain time in your life, probably they are supposed to be in your life at that time. So don't run away, but rather keep around, but wisely maintain your relationship. And number 6, learn to focus on the immediate task. Every time that you have something to do, and unfortunately you have to do it with the person whom you know really doesn't like you. Focus on the bigger picture like we already said, but then even if you don't focus on the bigger picture, sometimes you just need to focus on the task that you have to work on there and then immediately. So focus on the immediate task, work it out properly, knowing that you're not supposed to open up yourself too much, knowing that you're supposed to only exhibit the skills that you need to exhibit for that task to be executed properly. Otherwise, after the task is done, then you take your way, the other person takes their way, and you are good. The next time you get to meet, you're meeting for yet another task to be executed. And that is okay. Manage it that way. But don't open up for them because they will use you. And number 7, envy is deeply ingrained in the human psyche. This, I don't know how to say it, I don't know how to tell us about it, but we all know that by nature, human beings, we are jealous. Yes. You might not get to like me because of the family I come from. You might not get to like me because of the car I bought. You might not get to like me because of how I look. You might not get to like me because of some certain physical features on my body. And that is true. We have had people talk about that in our circles somehow, somewhere, while growing up, or even now, because what shocks me is that there's no age of envy. Even at 99, someone is envying somebody. It takes maturity. It takes maturity to understand that we are all at different stages in life, and we all have different luck in life. So whatever comes for you might not come for me. We might have the same, but it will not be 100% the same as yours. So learn, when you get to know that somebody really dislikes you, learn that there is something that they are envying about you, that they wish was theirs. They wish they looked like you. It actually happens. So just understand that it's ingrained in the human psyche and move on. Don't drain yourself because you have heard someone doesn't like you because of A, B, C, D. No way. Move on. And number 8, improve the self-talk and invest your time wisely. If there is one thing that actually makes us fall into things of hearing about people not liking us, is because we invest our time in small talk. And small talk, definitely that's where you find everything. So if you put almost 78% of your time in small talk and you invest it there, that's how you get to know that so and so, by the way, doesn't like you, so and so likes you, because it's a small talk. Definitely, what do you expect? But on the other hand, what I might really advise us, because I personally have been in a pool of toxic relationships, and I have had really people talk about funny things about me, funny things, and you get to know, and yet you have to face them almost every day. So I used to talk to myself and have these very rich conversations with myself, and I say, you are a good person, you know who you are going places, you are thriving, you are a good time manager, you are excellent at what you do. Mention everything that you might think about, and then invest your time wisely. If it means reading a book, if it means watching a movie, it means, depending on where you would love to invest your time, and you know that this time has been invested perfectly, then do it. But don't wait on people to be telling you, oh, by the way, this person doesn't like you, oh, by the way, this person doesn't like you. Because remember, in our point number 5, we're talking about instincts, and someone cannot hide the fact that they don't like you, because ideally you feel there is this repelling that you're having. There is this, you are not, you can tell from their laughter, you can tell from their conversations, you can tell, even if you hug them, you will feel some emptiness. I'm telling you, you'll feel it is not real, it is not genuine. So you don't have to wait to hear that from the small talks, but rather let your instincts inform you in advance. And number 9, identify the root of why you're disliked. So sometimes it's very evident that somebody really doesn't like you. This I am referring to mostly are if you are in certain workplaces where there are probably very many people, you are able to tell that actually this person doesn't like you. Because if it's your report that needs to be reviewed and forwarded to the next desk, this person is not working on your report ASAP. And there are people that get to submit their reports later after you have submitted yours. Get their reports reviewed faster than yours. There are things that you can follow up on, and you identify the root of why you're being disliked. So after knowing that exactly this person actually doesn't like me, you can get to find out why they don't like you. Probably it is you. Probably there's something that you did and you have never apologized. Maybe there's something that you promised them and you have never delivered. Maybe there must be something. There must be a reason why. Because some people don't wake up and dislike you out of the blue, especially if you have been really friends for a good time. So find out, in case you still need that relationship to really flourish, or if you see that the relationship is going to sabotage your progress, then find out so that you can rectify whatever issue it is and move on smoothly. Okay, so not every time it's coming from the other end. Sometimes you are the reason you're having negative vibes from people. So you need to find out what it is that you did, or why is it that they dislike you, and fix it. And number 10, learn to let go. Some things are way beyond us. If someone says, I really hate you, some words are really strong, you know. And somebody says, I really hate Nelly, I really don't like her, it is okay, because you cannot do anything about that. Even if you sit them down, it doesn't mean that immediately they will stop hating you. There's a reason why they are hating you, remember? So learn to let go and invest so much in yourself that you don't keep on hearing those words, because they get on to torment you. I dislike you, I hate you, those are words that you wouldn't want to be, running and singing in your head every other time. So learn to let go and focus your energies on something very different, something that pulls your positive vibes out. Be in the groups that really get the best out of you, and go on with your life. And that is the 10 ways on how you can approach the harshness of being disliked by people. And our quote for today is from Deo Santamanta. Not everyone is going to like you. You're not going to like everyone either. It's likely best we are all upfront with who we are. That way, we can save time and get to those genuine relationships sooner than later. And I also like this Bruce Lee's quote about the same. And he says, have the courage to be disliked. In his words, I still echo it out to you and I say, have the courage to be disliked. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate the time that you put aside to watch these videos. They mean so much to me. Please hit the like button, subscribe and share the video, and don't forget to put a comment in the comment section below. How does it feel to hear that someone doesn't like you? Or how have you been handling the fact that not everyone is going to like you? How do you handle that? I love you all. Let's sow. Cheers!